or for a center. So this is a really good resource. And I'm sending all these things home with you guys today. I'm not taking anything back. So you guys are going to share this stuff for your projects, but you get this. That's why I'm going through it. This is a fun one too. I'm through. What can I do? Look at how those kids. I'm through. And you look at their work and you're not through. Take it back. You know, do it again. It's better. But there are kids who are through. So this is a good book for those kids to make some copies of things. I'm through. What am I doing? So, I know I went over my time. I'm sorry. So this is just kind of ideas of things to do, and Chantal asked me to kind of sum up like some tips. But what I want to say is this whole literacy thing is about fun. It's about fun. It's your job to get them to be lifelong learners. It's your job. And there's so many kids in high school or in middle school that hate school. And you go back and they didn't like elementary school. I get kids in my class and I have kids, their parents say, all their teachers have not liked them up till now. It's like, they've only been in kindergarten and first and second grade. How is that possible? So it's your job. It's your job to make learning fun and to connect with those kids and find the good in them. Because there's something good in every one of those kids, and you don't know what's going on in their home lives. And school, for most of them, is the very best place they can be. And so you're going to turn into mom and dad because you are going to be spending more time with them than they are with their parents. You know, some of them go to after daycare, some go into soccer or to someone else's house, and then their parents often, when they get home, are too tired and they're doing stuff, and they don't have the patience or the time to get them. So for me, it's all about making it fun. And this centers thing is a time where you can help them get hooked on books. I mean, when they're reading a Basil Reader or these new pamphlets that they read, these benchmarks. I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but I am not a fan. And it's just like they get nothing out of it because they're usually 2 years above them, and you have to read them with them, and they're just like, I'm reading about, citizenship, and I don't even, what are you talking about? But when they pick up a book, and on the first page it says that Krusty the Clown has diarrhea, oh my God, they're laughing, they want to keep reading, and like, who's Hank Zipser? I'm like, that's Henry Winkler, he's the Fonzie, he writes these, and all of a sudden, they can connect because the kid has dyslexia, and they have something wrong with them, and then are all at the library trying to, check out these Hank Zipser books. So you can get them to get hooked in books they would never have tried in your guided reading group. And the next thing you know, the librarian's like, why are those books on? And they're like, well, we're reading those in class, and they want them. They want the books. So, it's kind of your job. So my 10 main things is listen. Because you might be the only one that listens to them that day. So sometimes, you're running to the bathroom and you're like, oh, I just have to go to the bathroom. Stop. Stop and listen to them. What do they have to say? Or say, stay right here. I have emergency. I'll be right back. But listen, because if you don't, that's the message you're sending, is I don't have time for you. And you want to have time for every one of them. And if it's kids following you around at recess, they need a friend. They need a friend. Be organized yourself and teach them organizational skills. There's nothing worse than hearing about your colleagues when parents are talking about how to organize it. And you walk in the room and you're like, oh man, it's a mess. Your old room. Don't walk in there.
Not when I was in there.
Not a mess. Not a mess. But you don't want to be that person that people don't trust you because if you're going to lose papers and you've got stacks everywhere, how do they trust you with your kid? So you have to be organized. If you have this is just me. If you have a parent volunteer in your classroom, use it with the kids. Have work with the kids, I always have a file on my desk that says fix-its, because I try to have a parent or myself meet with every kid and fix things before I send it home, as much as humanly possible. Because if you're just sending it home wrong, their parents aren't going to fix it with them. Only a few of them. They just throw it in the trash, right? They're not going to look at it. So if you don't sit down right away, the next time they do that same thing, they're going to do it wrong again. So if I have a parent and they want, like, I parent file, like, you don't file in my room, you work with kids. And so sit down at my desk and you just start pulling kids. And so that is so valuable for those kids to have the one-on-one time. Be creative. Try to figure out how to get your point across without giving them just something you ran off. Because for them it's more powerful. Choice, drawing, folding, whatever they can do that's just not fill in the blank. Because there's a really, really little thinking for them if it's something like that. Have structure in your class. Kids need it. Maybe a daily schedule. Some people just put up, the times that we're going to do math, we're going to do that. Or you can be more specific. And a lot of the kids who have anxiety, like they live by your schedule. And when you don't have it, it is crushing to them. So you need to think about all the different kids and what they're coming to you with and how you can ease their anxiety and make the day successful for everyone. This is the main one for me. Laugh with them. Have fun with them. Because they're kids. And so much we are expecting from kids now that sometimes you get these lists that you have to get done, and all of a sudden you forget they're kids. And they're fun, and they say funny things, and they laugh at you, and you can laugh with them. And, lots of times you have to turn around because you don't want to laugh. But it's a great job that every single day you can have the crummiest day. Everything can go wrong. And you see a kid, and they come up and hug you, and you're like, yeah, that's it. Like, they're just so happy to see you, and they just want to be there with you. So have fun with them. But hold them accountable. They're going to learn life lessons in a kind of a low-impact setting. If they forget their trombone or their library book, you can't have them calling home. You have to have them understand that this is a lesson. And you need to teach the parents that. You can't save them for every single thing, because when they get to the bigger things and they forget, you can't be there for them in high school. So they need to learn how to become responsible. And you want them to be kind and be good citizens. And if you hold them accountable to things, they will do that. This has always been my thing, is expect them to be good. Don't expect them to do bad things. Expect that they're going to do the right thing, and then act super surprised when they don't. Like, what? Like, how could you? Oh I never ever guessed you could do something right. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm supposed to be good. And so I have a positive discipline plan in my class where it's based positive. I don't have time to put their names on the board, put checks and circles and stars, because that's drawing attention to negative behavior. So I do it in a different way, but that's not what this is about. But if you expect them to be good, you're going to get better behavior. And from that, pick your kids up on time and line, because most behaviors start in line where they're pushing and shoving. If the bell rings, get in line, get your kids, get them inside, get started. Don't waste time and have them out there roughhousing, because they bring that behavior into the classroom. Expect them to be good, and challenge them so they know they can work through problems and be successful. So many of our kids can do things so quickly and so easily, and then when you get to something hard, they have no coping skills. They just break down. They'll come back in high school and like, I can't do it. It's like, so if you're pushing them when they're like, no, I'm good. You're not good. You're going to do something harder now. If you can do that, you're going to do this. And that's your job, is to teach them to work through the hard problems so they can later have some be in college and do well. The last one is parents are a gift. Lots of teachers do not want parents in the classroom. They get scared. But you know what? They are a gift, an extra hand for a group of kids, or sometimes just having them sit with one kid to keep them on task, or to be pulling kids to check things. Embrace that, because they really are a gift. And so if you have a number on your packet, I think I put 9. If you have a number, number 1, 2, 3, whatever we are, you get to come up and take something home. Yeah.